Bible proof that Israel belongs to the Jews. Those Israelis who are now there, who are the Jews, who are the seed of Abraham. Let's see what it says here in Genesis 12:7. It says, And the Lord appeared unto Abraham and said, Unto thy seed will I give this land. And there he build an altar, and there built he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him. Genesis 13:15. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. Genesis 15:7. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees, to give thee this land to inherit it. Genesis 15:18. And the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt, that's Wadi al-Rish, not the Nile River, unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Genesis 17:8. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. Genesis 15:24. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and God will surely visit you, and bring you out of this land into the land which he sware unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Exodus 6:8. And I will bring you in unto the land concerning that which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it you for an inheritance. I am the Lord. Leviticus 20:24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people, that being everybody else, Arabs, Egyptians, Lebanese, Jordanians, whoever. He separated them from everybody else to have that land. Palestinians of today are not included, neither were the Philistines of that time, which were Hamitic. The Palestinians of the day are Semitic. They're not the same people that were there before, couple thousand years ago. Numbers 14:8. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Deuteronomy 6:10. And it shall be, when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not. Deuteronomy 31:20. For when I shall have brought them into the land which I swear unto their fathers, that floweth with milk and honey, and they shall have eaten and filled themselves, and waxen fat, then will they turn unto other gods, and serve them, and provoke me, and break my covenant. And that's what they did. They broke the covenant, they got put into other places, and they came back, just like the Lord said they would. Joshua 5:6. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, to all the people that were men of war which came out of Egypt were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, to whom the Lord sware that he would not show them the land which the Lord sware unto their fathers, that he would give us a land that floweth with milk and honey. Judges 2:1. And an angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Bochim, and said, I made you to go up out of Egypt, and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you. So you see, it doesn't matter who puts borderlines on it. It doesn't matter if If you call it the Gaza Strip, it doesn't matter. You call it the West Bank, it doesn't matter. If you call it the Golan Heights, it doesn't matter. Anything like that. The fact remains that whatever God gave to the people, that is the land that God gave them. Whatever God gave to Israel, that's their land. It doesn't matter what the borderlines you draw. It didn't matter before Israel became a nation. Again, it doesn't matter. What God promised is what God promised. The land is not so much the people's as it is his to give. He has the title deed. So Palestinians have no right, no deed, no interest, no skin in what belongs to Israel. I mean, whether you call them Palestinians or whether you call them Arabs or Lebanese or Egyptians or whatever else, Jordanians who call themselves Palestinians, they have no skin, they have no stake in the land of Israel, even in the Gaza Strip, even in the West Bank, or what is actually Judea and Samaria, even in Golan Heights. That belongs, and even west of the Jordan River. Those are places that belong to Israel, Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. So, what can you say against God's word? You know, to those who divide up God's land and call it their own. What can you say about that? You know, oh, well, people are going to fight and argue and say there's really no God. He can't claim anything because there's really no God anyway. You're going to see. Wait and see. The title deed owner is going to show up. He's going to put you to shame. Keep on keeping on the way you are, and he will put you to an open shame. Now, another thing I want to say too, that does not mean that Muslims and Arabs and those so-called Palestinian people cannot live with the people of Israel in Israel, because they can. There are other peoples. There are Americans that live there. There are Israeli Americans that have lived there. There are people who are from America that are staying there. There are people all around the world that live in Israel, and they are part of Israel. And all Palestine, so-called Palestine, has to do is shun Hamas, get away from Hezbollah, get away from the Iranian brainwashers who use them as human shield, who use them as cannon fodder, and become part of Israel, because that's where they have the most protection at. It's only those who are foolish and ignorant enough to think that, hey, this is really our land, this belongs to us. Those are the ones that get the most trouble. Those are the ones that, you know, and even I think there's supposed to be some kind of vigil being held in Jerusalem. I don't know whether it's tonight or tomorrow, or whatever, for a whole month that's passed. And there will be Palestinians and there will be Jews or Israelis holding a vigil. And there were people in schools, Muslims, Arabs, you name it, and they were there making these food things for the people, for the soldiers, for IDF. All of them came together. They had no problems. Arabs and Muslims and Israelis, they had no problems. So what's the problem with Palestine? What's the problem with Hamas loving Palestine, that they have to have some kind of problem with Israel? It's because of Hamas themselves, which are brainwashing them, which are terrorists. That's the problem. They're the problem. Hamas is the problem. So get rid of Hamas, then Palestine won't have to fear about Israel. Won't have, because Israel's not out to do that. Israel doesn't want to destroy those who call themselves Palestinians. It's Hamas that wants to destroy Israel, and they don't care about destroying anybody else. That includes so-called Palestinians. I keep saying that because think about it. Think about where they came from. Those people in Gaza, they don't care about destroying them. They don't care about them. That's why they have tunnels. That's why they hide. That's why they use them as a human shield. And they've already admitted that. Just watch the news. Just watch IDF on YouTube. Watch it.